Hello, and welcome to Gridiron Gossip, a brand new podcast presented by Club Sports Media. My name is Antonio Sacca, and I'm joined by my co-host, Justyn Martinko, and the NCFA president himself, Sandy Sanderson. How we doing today, guys?
Doing great, Antonio. Always good to be
Good.
here, man. Ready to
Glad you
wrap some
guys are here.
football. Let's go.
Super excited. First podcast. Let's get it going. I know the NCFA season, we're right at the end of it. National championships this coming weekend. And Sandy, you being the NCFA guy, let's have you talk about, how the season went, some maybe some key guys that you think could play a big role in the championship game, and just talk about the NCFA a bit.
Well, the season is down to one more game left on the docket, right? It's been going on for 3 months now. We're down to the final two teams. We've got a matchup of number one versus number two, which is not shocking, but absolutely what we want to get there. We got the Ohio State Buckeyes number one, Coppin State Eagles number two. Ohio State's been in maybe five national championship games in a row. They're familiar to this scene. They're hot. Everybody knows them. They're riding their road of Nick Pappas, who, if you're watching our website, seems to be Offensive Player of the Week every week. And then the big question, to me, is, are they going to get the same bowl game production as they got out of last year's MVP from Ohio State?
If you guys, Aiden Donovan, correct.
Donovan.
I believe he was listed as a tight end, but seemed to be used as a gadget guy, would line up at quarterback in the red zone. And, they were within the 5-yard line. It was, Aiden, here's the ball. Go figure out a way to get into the end zone.
Yeah, and what was exciting about that was I believe it was Aiden's first year ever playing football. So I think he was a converted athlete from another sport. They talked him into playing some football, and just found a niche for him to drive the Buckeyes to a national championship last year. So they're going to be the heavy favorite because of the experience. Coppin State also has a couple national championships under their belt from a while ago, but they've been in a rebuilding phase ever since COVID hit them hard. I think they were shut down for an extra season after COVID, but Coach Herrera has been building them up, and one step at a time. I know last year was a big step for them, making the playoffs. Now they're in the national championship game, and I'm sure he is excited to not just take that next step and show the boys he's coaching how growth works, but there's no reason you can't take two steps in the same season and go take the hardware home, put a third national championship trophy in the Coppin State trophy case. So it'll be exciting to watch on this Saturday. Game is something new for us this year. Is we're letting one of our teams host it. University of Toledo's hosting it at their Glass Bowl there on campus. So it's a D1 Max Stadium. So it should be an impressive atmosphere. I got a recent weather report. They have gotten more snow in early December than they ever have before. So we are working on contingency plans in terms of potential snow removal, or at least how we're going to get the yard lines cleared by Saturday in event there is more snow falling. So we're working on that right now, but it looks like the Glass Bowl might be the Snow Bowl come this weekend.
Get some leaf blowers, Sandy.
We've never had one. We've had cold weather. We've had maybe a few flurries, but we've never played like in the powder. So that would be a fun atmosphere. And of course, if people are looking to watch the live stream, ColdClubSports.tv will have all the action. 1 p.m. Eastern is the kickoff. 12:30 will be the pregame show, and it'll feature the voice of Ryan Norris. He always does a great job, and he's got a few new tricks up his sleeve. And we're going to be testing out some new tech enhancements. I'm not going to talk about them yet. We're going to see if you can watch the show or watch the broadcast and see if you can pick out some of the new tech enhancements we're trying to implement into the Cold Club Sports Media broadcast. So
hell yeah,
excited about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I think hopefully it's going to be a great game. Like you said, Ohio State's been there. I believe it is the last 5 years. And from what you've talked to me about Coppin State, they're a well-coached team, and they should sometimes coaching's the big thing at national championship games. I mean, you could have all the talent in the world. If you pre-snap penalties and lack discipline, you're going to be in a world of hurt by the time the game's over.
That discipline's been a big issue, right, Antonio? You and I have watched a lot of these football championships from the broadcast booth, and you get to see when things start to go wrong. If your team starts to unravel, it's hard hard to stop that unraveling.
Yeah,
And I think that's led to a
definitely.
lot of Ohio State's success is uh, whether things are going well or going bad, they kind of keep a level head and just keep punching forward. And they don't let things unravel. So that discipline has always carried the Buckeyes well. We'll see how Coppin State handles it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, moving on from that, we are gonna join a have a guest caller join us. They're from Oakland. We're gonna have Rocky and Max, two I believe both players on Oakland's club football team. So we'd love to get them on to talk a little bit about Oakland club football. How we doing, guys?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good,
How
good.
Well, welcome to Gridiron Gossip. You know, first episode, first guests on. So, tell me a little bit about both of you guys. How did you find out about Oakland club football, and you know, just how you met the team and how it's gone this year?
you want to go for that, Max?
I feel like you're the better one to
Okay.
talk about this because
Um,
we were psyoped into this. We were indoctrinated.
so so I was a I've been a football player my whole life. I went to Brother Rice to play high school football, and I was a decent athlete, but I wasn't anything exceptional. I didn't have any offers coming out of high school. I think I had talked to one D3 coach who told me that like I could go to a camp to go maybe get a look at, and I was like, yeah, I'm all good. I'd watched my brother go to Oakland for 5 years and play club football and kind of just really enjoy that experience and build a lot of relationships and build a lot of character through the trial and error that he went through at at Oakland through the club football program. So to me, I've had a lot of family graduate through Oakland. I've had my grandfather work there. My aunts have graduated from there. My brothers graduated from there. My cousins. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer when I didn't have any big time offers coming out of high school that going to Oakland was kind of what I was going to do. And I thought, why not play club football? I mean, I love football. I played it my whole life. I didn't want to give it up. So it just felt like a no-brainer for me. For a guy like me, that's just something that just makes sense. And I live 5 minutes from Oakland, so I was able to stay home, save some money, and it's really worked out well for me. It was really what was intended, I think.
That's awesome. What about you, Max?
So first, Rocky and I, we've known each other since middle school. We played youth football together for the Rochester Redskins, now Rochester Raiders. We were on two undefeated teams together, and then we ended up playing baseball with each other, summer ball all throughout high school. So I played football from when I was a little kid all the way up until my junior year of high school. I didn't play my senior year. Um, and I missed it so much. And at the time, I didn't regret the decision. I was doing what was best for me. I was doing what was best for my baseball career. I always thought that I was going to be a college baseball player. And when the time came, it wasn't working out. I didn't have the offers I wanted, and I didn't have that love for baseball that I had for football. So I was convinced now, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna abandon ship entirely. I'm gonna go to Oakland and I'm gonna pursue vocal performance because I was a choir boy, I was a theater kid a little bit. And it didn't even take Rocky like a full conversation and he talked me out of it and he was like, you should come play club football. So he yeah, I his brother um is our head coach, and his brother was one of our coaches in youth football. So I got to learn so much from an Oakland Club football player, and Brett and his knowledge really shaped me from youth football, and I took what I learned from him all the way through high school. So it was just the perfect opportunity to be able to put the pads on again and be able to do it with one of my best friends and a mentor who I looked up to, who's also become a friend now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's like you guys, it's pretty cool that you don't often get to play with guys you played growing up with. Like you graduate high school usually, and you're lucky if you play with that kid again at even the adult league if you, live over there, live near each other still after. So it's pretty cool you guys are college together. What positions do you guys both play?
Um, I've played just about everything in since I've been at club football. I think I've played guard, tackle, fullback, running back, linebacker, D line, D end, and I played quarterback for a season as well, first time. So that was fun.
Yeah, you pretty much named every position there, man.
Yeah,
Besides kicker and
pretty
punter, unless you've
much.
done that too.
I
I
uh
did punt.
What about you, Max?
I didn't play much special teams. I I was a two-way guy all 3 years that I've played, and I've taken a snap everywhere except center. Um I had to step in at quarterback for one game. Primarily, I played outside linebacker and like tight end, but um Rocky and we consider ourselves like the big skills,
Yeah, you
the
guys
the
kind
the
of do everything, and
yeah, the do-it-alls.
Mhm.
Well,
uh,
so I got a question for you guys, since you're both also have baseball backgrounds. Are you guys trying out for the Oakland Club baseball team as well? Going to be two sport club athletes there at Oakland?
No, we have discussed this before. We really have. We've thought about doing it a lot, and I think about doing it, and I'm sure he does. But just as of right now, I don't know if I could do it.
that
He
makes sense.
was
They're also in our league too, right? The
Mhm.
Yeah,
NCBA.
Yeah,
So could have been
absolutely.
in two Cold Club sports leagues.
There you
yeah.
go.
We've had a player or two come over from them and play for us.
That's cool.
A guy a couple years ago did.
Now,
That's pretty cool.
Rocky, you follow in the footsteps your brother Brett, who's been a big part of Oakland football for a long time. And like you said, coming up through high school, you were coming to his Oakland games, watching them. Do you
Yeah.
have a favorite? Was there a favorite memory of his career that really stands out to you?
Um, I mean, I would say just all those there was that I remember the two times going to Wheeling, West Virginia and then going to them playing Sacred Heart out in Pennsylvania, and that was like that field in Pennsylvania, Sacred Heart versus Oakland, the years with the newspaper printing and them having the whole thing, and it was the train in the back. Those I remember two times being there specifically, and those two times really had me hooked. I saw that it could be just like it's just normal football. It's the same as it's football at the end of the day, you know. It's what you've always loved. So that was what really showed me, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And I was at those games because I hosted those playoff games up in Erie at Erie Cathedral Preps football field.
Yeah.
I love that train going through the
Mhm.
background.
Yeah.
Those were some cold games,
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
but they were fun ones too. And
Yeah.
Oakland has been a big part of the NCFA for a long time. Two national champions, two championships, six Great Lakes Conference championships. Now it's been a bit of a dry spell for Oakland, right? And do you feel like you guys are on the march heading in the right direction to get back on top of the mountain?
Think so. I mean, I think it's always an uphill battle with club. I think it's always tough to kind of to figure out exactly what the pieces of the puzzle are that you need to fix in every little thing, you know, and not having exactly the resources you need. But I think that's the struggle that comes with it. And I think in the last year or two, our team has really bought into that identity of, yeah, not everything's going to be perfect, but that's not what it's about. We're here to play football. We're here to have fun. And the greatest gift that we have is to go out on a football field and give it 100%. And the fact that we're able to do that is something that we all bond in and we grow greatly in. So I think that general idea has really grown in our culture recently. And I mean, I think last year we showed that we're kind of on the up, and I think we're just a few key pieces away from really just tying this thing together and making a big run and putting something out there that people will go, wow, look at that. That was something, you know, that we weren't expecting.
Absolutely. And Max, I
Yeah,
got
that's
I got to
exciting.
ask. You said you're into vocals, a little bit of theater stuff. One of the when I think performance, I think Oakland University. I think Nick Bongers. Right? Have you and him gotten together? And has he shared some stories about him in uniform playing the national anthem on his guitar at the national championship? Have you heard those stories, Max?
He has shared those stories. Yes. Do you know what his side hustle is?
He dresses up like one of the Kiss members.
That is correct. That is correct. He for a little bit, he offered me a job being like a roadie for them. Because he was like, yeah, like you because I admittedly am a huge Kiss fan. The only concert I've actually ever been to is a Kiss concert when I was like 14. Um so he was like, yeah, like Kiss, like like when the song is ending, like things like you can like run me out like the different tune guitars. He's like, do you know how to tune a guitar? Like, have you played guitar? And I was like, it was a little overwhelming at the time. So I unfortunately could not fully commit to being a roadie for I can't remember what they call themselves. Oh my goodness, he's gonna be so mad at me when he watches this. But
It's
yeah,
your chance to plug his band.
yes, this is my chance. But the it's like the Motor City Kiss tribute, I want to say they're called. It's something like that. Rocky, do you have a booklet nearby? They always have ads.
I don't have one nearby, but yeah, it's like the Motor City Kiss tribute band or
He's
something.
gonna
If you look it up, it'll probably pop right up their Facebook page. You'll
yeah,
probably find it right away.
he's gonna kill me for the improper plug, but he kills it as Paul Stanley.
Detroit
He's
Rock
fantastic.
City.
Detroit
I
Rock City. Yes.
just Googled it.
It's
Yes. And for those watching the podcast that don't know who Nick is, Nick was, part of the founding institute of Oakland Club Football, big member on the field and off the field, and has stayed so involved afterwards. I think he's still your faculty member. He got a job at Oakland. He's your faculty advisor for the school. And I've known him for probably 15 years by now. So great guy, great influence, a lot of fun with that guy. So,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
awesome. So we're gonna move on to a new segment that we're doing. It's called Three and Out. What we have is a wheel with a bunch of different topics. We're gonna spin whatever it lands on. We'll ask you a question, and Rocky and Max, you both can answer. If you think one will be better fit to answer the question, one can. But I think it'd be cool to get an answer from both of you guys. So if we could get that wheel up, Justyn, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, so there it is here, all of our wonderful topics. Our first spin.
So degenerate activities. So what do you guys do? You play your games on a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day you play them. After the games, what do the boys do to, celebrate a win, or even if you don't win, just to celebrate after a game? Because as a former club athlete, I know you guys probably do similar stuff to what we did, which, let's hear about it.
Hold on. Before they answer this, the look on your faces is priceless because you look like you have been like dreading this question, or you have been like instructed on how to answer if you get this topic.
They got media trained, Sandy. They said if this comes up,
they did. We're looking for the no filter answer, boys.
Yeah.
You want me to get this, Max?
yeah, you can start.
So, so I can tell you, I live off campus in my own house, about 5 minutes from campus, and I know that after games we love to come over here, and I mean you can guess, exactly what's going on when we come over here. I mean, after a game, the boys are relaxing. We're sitting there, as Johnny Manziel said, win or lose, you booze, what the guy said. So you follow in his tradition and you follow in his footsteps. But we have a lot of great sponsors. So like a great thing that we get out of that is Breadless sponsors us. So we get their food and we actually get to bring it home with us. So I bring it here and the guys come over and can eat that afterwards if they're hungry. And I mean, that's about as far as I'd say we go is we'll come over here and we'll hang out after the game and we'll get we'll get going a little bit.
That's what club sports is about. You head out there, play some ball, and go celebrate after, no matter what. Like you said, Johnny Manziel.
Hey, now, Rocky, Oakland does not have varsity football, so you are the football team on campus. Does that mean you have groupies? Does this become a co-ed after game party, or is this just the boys hanging out eating free food?
As of now, it's just the boys. I live very close to two frats on campus, so I tell all the guys that they're more than welcome to go walk down to the frat house and go talk to the women there. But that's kind of where I like to draw the line. Is I don't like to. That adds another element that I don't like to deal with. So usually just leave
Too many
them.
variables.
Yeah.
All right, let's head to second down, Justyn. Let's get that wheel
All
spinning.
right, second down
Second.
here. Good gain on first there, boys. All right, our second one. All right, so this one is pretty simple. Middle of the game here. You guys make a play. What's the best trash talk lines you guys got while you're out there on the field?
Anything, Max?
Is there a guy on your team who is the best trash talker?
That too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's not me. I'll tell you that. It's not me.
It's probably our quarterback. Our quarterback's a great
Yeah.
trash talker.
Jaden is pretty good.
Rocky, you got your bit though.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about?
What's your bit, Rocky? Give it to
Mr.
us.
10 yards of carry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do. Yeah, but that's gonna ruin it if I say it out loud. If I say that. Okay. Well, I did. Jaden McCarthy helped me come up with the one that when I run someone over, you give them the freight train, the womp womp.
That's great.
Oh yeah.
And we thought we kind of agreed that it was kind of corny, but that's kind of the best part because if you get run over and someone's doing something that corny, it's just gonna
it's
make you even more mad.
Yeah.
Pouring
They're gonna
salt
turn
on that
around. They're
wound.
gonna be like, "Is this guy pulling a train horn on me?
Exactly. Like what?
What is he
You get
doing?"
audible with it? Are you like, woo?
Oh yeah. Oh, get loud. Let everybody know. Let the whole stadium know.
All right. All right.
What's one of Jaden's go-tos? You said your quarterback talks a lot. What's like, is it after pass plays or is he like a mobile quarterback where he'll like juke a guy and just make fun of him as he's running by or something?
He thinks he's mobile.
Thinks-
He thinks he's mobile. I mean he led our team in rushing yards. He's got probably like a 77 overall in speed. But he's the king of like the you suck. Like just the unnecessary, right? He gets a first down, people are like walking back to their huddles and like he'll be behind a guy and be like, "Hey, you suck." Just like the no.
Not necessary, but he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. Like not even making eye contact.
Hmm.
I I typically insult people with their weight. I've played a lot in the trenches, and I'm not the biggest guy, but sometimes that goes to my advantage, right? So like speed rushing,
Yeah.
and then after you burn a guy, you call him sloppy, call him out of shape, call him fat. I remember I was getting pretty riled up in a game against Wright State. I like the guys from Wright State, just not when we're playing. And I remember telling a guy that he was dang near suffer or like close to suffering from cardiac arrest.
God,
Um, I'm not a really great trash talker. I'm just kind of mean.
kind of mean.
Like
Going
trash
for
talk's
their
supposed to be like kind of
feelings.
funny. You're supposed to walk it off. Yeah, it's not my strong suit. I just end up bullying people.
His goal is to make somebody cry.
How about opponents? Is there like someone in the league that you play every year that you're like, that guy is the king of trash talk, but he's on the other team?
Mm, um,
Yeah, how do I say it without making someone else upset that I said it?
yeah, because like I like all these guys. I like
I
interacting with them
love
after the game or before the game. It's just like while we're playing,
some guy.
like I would say, and he's a great dude off the field. I love talking to him before game and after games. But man, is he a you know what playing against? It's Carter Mansell from Wright State. Their president and captain. He got my blood boiling so much. But like I think at the end of it all, like then you appreciate that more and more. It's like you
Right.
helmets on, pads on, you hate his guts, but then afterwards it's like
And he's the
you
nicest guy
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, and then like he's
He's
the
the
nicest
nicest
guy
guy.
afterwards,
Just the greatest guy,
and like you respect him as a competitor because
And
it's
he, yeah.
like
Mhm.
All right. Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
We'll give him your address so he can send you a Christmas card.
I think that's the best part though, is the guys that it always seems like that. The guys that talk really good trash on the field are so nice off the field. It's like they could turn a switch and it's like,
Hmm.
Mhm. I was
okay,
gonna
I'm
say,
on the field. I'm a menace to society. I'm off the field. I'm the nicest guy you've
Mhm.
ever met. Like,
me and him he texts me all the time and we'll text each other and just be like, hey man, hope you're doing well. Like he is truly a great guy, truly a great guy. It's just when when the bell
Pads
goes
are
off
on.
and it's between the lines, that's how it goes, you know.
Makes sense. All right,
Yeah.
let's get to third down, boys. Justyn, let's get that wheel back up.
Yes, sir. All right, third down. All right, so this one's pretty simple, fellas. Which one do you guys prefer watching on a weekend that you aren't playing? Are you guys more of a college ball kind of ball watcher, or are you an NFL guy?
I think we have different answers, Rocky.
I'm more of a college guy, but I will say it's slowly just turning into the NFL.
Who's your team, Rocky?
My college team,
Yeah.
Notre Dame Prep or Notre Dame. I almost said Notre Dame Prep. Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Max?
I'm NFL 110%. I've always been NFL. I liked college ball more before like I went to Oakland because like I feel like like you ask like who's my college team? It's Oakland Club Football. Like that's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
college team. Like I didn't go to a school that had a varsity D1 program. So like I feel like I don't have a dog in the fight, but even before that, like the amount of teams, the amount of players, maybe I'm just a little slow, but it was hard for me to keep track of.
Yeah.
Like trying to keep up
Yeah,
with
there's so many.
everything. There's so many teams. And then like all of that just for like the same 10 teams to be contenders. You have all these D1 programs just for the same 10 teams to be contenders. And now with NIL
It's
and
even worse.
yeah, it's even worse. It's like it just doesn't even feel competitive. And like watching my friends who go to Michigan or who go to state, like watching them beat up on um like the
Northwestern.
Yeah,
yeah,
Northwestern random
like
schools.
or like some cupcake game like the United Guam Technical Arts and
Yeah,
Music School, like drop 70 on some no-name team and then like be celebrating. And it's like this isn't football. This is just like your 80 signed the one cupcake game to make sure that he
yeah,
could get some revenue off of it, and then you're gonna go get blown out by an SEC team. So
yeah.
it's like that's how I feel. I love pro football for that reason. I also think it's the best athletes. Like you're getting to watch the best of the best compete, but it's like
So
football is football. I love
are
watching
you
it.
a Lions fan then, being from that area, or what's your NFL team?
I've got two. So I've lived in Michigan most of my life, so I am a Lions fan. But when I came to appreciate the sport of football, I was living in Arizona, so I'm a Cardinals fan.
So
Okay.
I
you had misery, now you have happiness, but you have misery with the other team now.
Yeah, like I've never been fully
It sounds like
satisfied. I've never been truly happy. I've had to
that's
watch
fine.
both of my favorite wide receivers, Calvin Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald retire and kind
Yeah,
of in squalor. Watch Matthew Stafford get wasted, watch Carson Palmer get wasted,
that's fair.
watch David Johnson get wasted. Watched like just so many athletes, and I am a Lions fan, and because I'm a Lions fan, I'm not afraid to say this, but like it drives I have to say this. It drives me nuts how Detroit fans get two winning seasons and all of a sudden we think we have a dynasty. Like we get number one in the NFC once we get content, and then our OC leaves,
Yeah,
turns the Bears into a juggernaut team. And we think that just because Dan Campbell says that he can bite off kneecaps, he can also play call, which he clearly can't. Like we're really pushing the limits of this grit experiment, and it's starting to make me nervous because it's like our Super Bowl window was tight, and I think it might be gone.
Max, our teams actually play this week. I'm a Cowboys fan, so our
Okay.
defense has looked awful, so you'll probably tear our defense apart, but the offense has looked good, so it should be a good game.
I'm Dan's just gonna give the ball to Jameer over and over and
Oh, I'm
over and
aware.
over again. So we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I root against them because I don't like the direction the team's going. You gotta, it's part of being a fan. You know, you gotta put the dog down sometimes.
Since we're talking about weekend college or pro football watching, which one of you two has the higher balance in your DraftKings account?
I think surprisingly, I don't think either of us sports bet.
Yeah, yeah, we both got addictive personalities, so we have to know like when to quit.
Yeah.
If you
We
would
Have
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 to
to know
know
started, you would
we
have
have to
never
know what
stopped.
our we have to know what our vice is.
Yeah.
Mine, I'll keep mine a secret, but if I moved my camera around, you'd be able to tell what I blow my money on.
NASCAR.
Memorabilia.
Kind of, yeah. No, all this memorabilia is actually my dad's, but I do have an appreciation for NASCAR because of my parents.
That's cool.
What's the tie between your parents and NASCAR?
My dad, he worked for DuPont. So DuPont was the chief sponsor of Jeff Gordon's car.
Yeah.
And then my mom, she lived in Indianapolis. So she was going to the Brickyard. She
Yeah.
watched Gordon win a bunch of races. They actually, a handful of like their first dates were NASCAR for that
That's
reason.
pretty cool.
So
Nice.
Yeah, guys, that was 3 and out. So the last thing we're gonna do with you guys is called plug the program. So what you're gonna do is, plug your team. How could people find you? Social media, website, wherever they could find you. How do you, get in contact about Oakland Club football and just how you could learn about Oakland?
Go ahead, Max. You know better than me.
um we our website is outdated. So do not like start Googling an Oakland Club football website hoping that you're gonna find it. That's chief among the list of off-season tasks to accomplish. Anyway, but our Instagram, which is football club at OU, I believe, or football club OU, I believe. Oakland University Club Football on Instagram is the best way to contact us. There's several leaders on that account. Always reaching out to people directly. My Instagram is Max Reckenagel. I've DM'd and contacted tons of recruits on there. Our coach, Brett Jacobs, who is on Twitter a ton. I can't remember what his Twitter handle is, but
Jacobs
um,
at 16.
Jacobs Brett 16 on Twitter. He would be more than happy to talk to anyone on Twitter. Um, and then also just reaching out to for any like Oakland students or people who are interested about Oakland University, reaching out to Oakland University Recreations, and they can always get people or Oakland University Recreations has gotten recruits in contact with us, or just learning more about the university. Oakland University is a top 5 performing school in the state of Michigan. It's right up there with Michigan State, truly. I'm not going to pretend like we're Michigan. We're not. But we're right up there with Michigan State in so many categories. So even before thinking about playing club football, I think that the university is a great option for so many students.
It's awesome. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to, learning more about Oakland by going to those websites, and hopefully you guys get some recruits from this as well.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
absolutely. Thank you guys for having us on.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great stuff, boys.
Yep.
Hey, club sports fans, are you looking for a place to watch past and present games as well as staying up to date with upcoming league events? We have the place for you. ColdClubSports.tv is the exclusive home for all live and on-demand Cold Club Sports media content. Head over to ColdClubSports.tv to sign up today. Remember, it's a game. Have fun.
That was Max and Rocky with Oakland. We appreciate them coming on today. What we're going to do is one last thing with housekeeping items, and I'm going to let Sandy, the president of the NCFA, take that.
All right. The big thing right now is with the national championship game being this Saturday, definitely tune in. Hopefully one of your teams is playing. If it's not, come on out I know we got a lot of teams in driving distance of Toledo, Ohio. Come on out and enjoy the game in person. It'll be fun snowball. It's shaping up to be weather-wise 1 p.m. on Saturday at University of Toledo's Glass Bowl. Tickets are very inexpensive, so come on out and enjoy yourself. If you can't make it or don't want to brave the weather, ColdClubSports.tv will have the live broadcast there featuring Ryan Norris, the voice of Cold Club Sports. Pre-game show starts at 12:30. Just head over to ColdClubSports.tv. It's free to sign up for a membership. There's lots of free content there. There's also pay-per-view content there. But yeah, sign on and watch the game. The other big thing this time of year is postseason awards. Dave Mogensen, our director of awards and recognition, is gathering nominations for postseason awards, whether it be All-American, offensive, defensive player of the year, coaches of the year, assistant coach of the year, yada, yada. but you've got to nominate people for consideration. So make sure your team has gotten nomination suggestions into Dave Mogensen, and get that done ASAP, because I know he's working to get the All-Americans announced and selected very shortly after the national championship game concludes. So that's the big item for this time of year.
Awesome. Thanks, Sandy. What we're going to do next is we got another wheel for you guys where we're going to spin it and figure out who our next guest will be. So, Justyn, if you could get that wheel up for us so we could figure out who's coming on to be the guest on episode 2 of Gridiron Gossip.
All right, so there you see the wheel full of all of our teams in club football. We're going to spin it, and whoever it lands on, we're hoping that you will be our next guest. All right, Columbus State. They are up next.
So it looks like what we're going to do is reach out to Columbus State, hopefully get you guys on, figure out a good time to have you guys chat with us and record the next episode. All right, well, that was the first episode of Gridiron Gossip. I appreciate, everyone coming out to watch episode 1. And don't forget, it's a game. Have fun.
And let's go clubbing.